the Lombardo family. They ruled this city like Mansa Musa in Africa. Their influence was everywhere, from the bustling markets to the quiet, shadowy alleys. No corner of the city was untouched by their presence. DelFondis, the Don, a lion, ruthless. Charlotte, his queen, beautiful, sharp as a knife. Together, they were untouchable. DelFondis commanded respect with a mere glance, while Charlotte's beauty masked her cunning intellect. They were the perfect balance of brute force and strategic finesse. DelFondis, he had this aura, an aura that could silence a room. His presence alone was enough to make the bravest men tremble. He was the embodiment of power and authority. Power, respect, fear. It oozed from him. Everyone knew. His word was law and his decisions were final. There was no room for negotiation or dissent. Cross him, you were gone. No second chances, no mercy. His retribution was swift and brutal, leaving no doubt about who ruled the city. No trial, no jury, just a one-way ticket to the bottom of the river. Justice, in his eyes, was absolute and unyielding. It was a system that kept everyone in line, a system that ensured loyalty through fear. Just a one-way ticket to the bottom of the river. The river became a silent witness to countless disappearances, a graveyard for those who dared to defy the dawn. But Charlotte, she was different. She'd charm you. Her smile was disarming, her demeanor warm and inviting. She was the velvet glove to DelFondis' iron fist, a smile that could melt glaciers. But behind those eyes, a mind like a steel trap. She saw everything, missed nothing. Her intelligence was her greatest weapon, and she wielded it with precision. A mind like a steel trap. She saw everything, missed nothing. They were a force, unstoppable, or so everyone thought. Together, they orchestrated a symphony of power and control, each playing their part to perfection. Their reign seemed eternal, their grip on the city unbreakable. But in the shadows, whispers of rebellion began to stir, hinting at a storm that could challenge even the mightiest of rulers. Monrovia. Monrovia. She was trouble, that one. A looker, sure, but ambitious, too ambitious. She was DelFondis' little bird, his confidant. Charlotte, she saw right through her, warned DelFondis. Don't trust her, she'd say. But DelFondis? Blinded by her beauty, he was putty in her hands. Monrovia, she played her game well, whispering poison in DelFondis' ear, turning him against his own, his capos, his advisors, even his own blood. She was like a spider, slowly spinning her web around the Lombardo family, waiting for the right moment to strike. Tamica, she was the princess. Smart, headstrong, just like her mother. So small and yet saw the darkness in their world, hated it. Tiger, her brother, he was different, eager to please his father, to prove himself. But the life, it changes you, turns you cold. They were caught between their parents' love and the family business. It was a dangerous game, one they never asked to play. The Palazzo Lombardo. A place where history and opulence intertwine, the walls adorned with fine art, the chandeliers sparkling like 1,000 stars. It was a sight to behold, a palace fit for royalty. Tonight, it was alive with an energy that could be felt in every corner. The grandeur of the exterior was matched only by the splendor within. Music filled the air, a symphony of laughter and the clinking of champagne glasses. It was a celebration like no other. Everyone who was anyone was there, dressed in their finest attire, reveling in the moment. The who's who of the underworld had gathered, men and women whose names were whispered in hushed tones, their power and influence undeniable. Among them were politicians, judges, even a priest or two. They mingled seamlessly, their conversations a blend of business and pleasure, each one playing their part in this grand theatre. All were beholden to the Lombardos, the family that ruled this world with an iron fist wrapped in velvet. Their influence was far-reaching, their power absolute. DelFondis, the patriarch, was in his element, holding court, making deals, his presence commanding respect and fear in equal measure. He was the king of this realm, and tonight he reigned supreme. A king among his subjects, surrounded by loyal associates who hung on his every word. His charisma was undeniable, his authority unchallenged. Charlotte, his queen, stood by his side. Radiant and poised, she was the perfect complement to his power, but there was a shadow in her eyes, a hint of something deeper, something hidden. Her eyes, they held a shadow, a subtle sense of unease that belied her outward grace. What secrets did she harbour? What fears did she conceal? Tamica, ever the observer, kept to herself. She watched the night unfold, her eyes playful and mischievous. She saw through the grown-up's facade the layers of deception she wanted no part of. Tiger, the heir apparent, tried to emulate his father's demeanour. He moved through the crowd with a practiced ease, but there was a weight on his shoulders, a burden he struggled to bear. The weight of the Lombardo legacy was too much for him. He hid his emotions well, but those who looked closely could see the cracks, the pressure, the expectations. They were a heavy load. This night, this celebration, it was all a facade, a carefully constructed illusion that masked the true nature of the gathering. Beneath the surface, tensions simmered, alliances were tested, and secrets threatened to unravel. The calm before the storm. The serene atmosphere of the palazzo hinted at the turmoil to come. Tonight the stage was set and the players were in place. The night was far from over and the true drama was yet to unfold. Section 5. Betrayal's kiss chaos at the palazzo. It happened so fast. 1 minute laughter, the next gunfire, screams echoing through the grand halls of the palazzo. Monrovia, she made her move. Her men, they came from everywhere, armed to the teeth, no mercy. The guests, they panicked, trampling each other to get away. But there was nowhere to run. The palazzo had become a death trap. DelFondis caught off guard. He reached for his gun. Too late. The bullets ripped through him, his eyes wide with betrayal. Section 6. Blood on the marble. The fall of the House of Lombardo. Rhondia. She saw it all happen. Her husband, gunned down, her world collapsing around her, but she wouldn't break, not in front of Tiger. Tamica was hiding in the bushes, thinking everyone was playing a spy game.
Her mother's last words before the final blow. Run! Rah-El will protect you.
15-year-old Tiger, he fought like a demon, but he was outnumbered, outgunned. A bullet caught him in the head. He crumpled to the ground. The marble floors, once pristine, were now stained with blood, the air thick with the smell of gunpowder and death. The Lombardo reign was over. Section 7. Escape from the inferno. Rah-El's gambit. Rah-El. He was Charlotte Ace in the hole. Her secret, a former intelligence agent, a ghost. No one knew he existed, except Charlotte. He appeared out of nowhere, a shadow in the chaos, bundled Tamica away from the carnage. "Your mother," he said, "she saved you." They fought their way through the palazzo, gunfire erupting around them. Rah-El, he was a one-man army, cold, efficient, deadly. He got them out alive, just as the palazzo went up in flames, a funeral pyre for the Lombardo Empire. Section 8. A journey of peril and hope to freedom's shore. They were on the run, hunted by Monrovia's men, by the police, by the ghosts of their past. Rah-El, he was their protector, their guide. Over time, he taught Tamica how to survive, how to fight, how to disappear. They travelled light by night, always moving, always looking over their shoulders, trusting no one. Their journey took them across borders, through bustling cities and desolate landscapes. Each step, a risk. Each breath, a victory. Their destination, America, the land of opportunity, the land where they could start again. Section 9. The metamorphosis of Tamica, a legacy reforged. America. It was a new beginning, a chance to escape the shadows of their past. Rah-El, he became Tamica's guardian, her teacher. He saw the fire in her, the intelligence, the potential for good. He nurtured her talents, taught her about the world, about history, the art of fighting, military intelligence. He also showed her that there was more to life than violence and vengeance. Tamica, she blossomed as a strong warrior under his care. The 5-year-old scared girl was gone. In her place stood a strong, compassionate young woman, determined to make her own mark on the world. Section 10. Tamica forgot her family, their legacy, the love and warmth that once filled their home. She was too young to cling to those memories or drawing strength from them in her darkest hours. The once mighty Lombardo Empire crumbled, leaving behind a legacy of bloodshed and betrayal. Yet in the face of tragedy, a flicker of hope remained. Tamica, the last surviving Lombardo, carried within her the promise of redemption and the strength to rebuild in a world far from the shadows that had once darkened her family's name. The Nation of Light was forever changed by the fall of the Lombardos. Their story, a chilling tale of power, love and treachery, served as a grim reminder of the fragility of even the mightiest empires. But in the heart of a young girl and the resolve of a man who'd once been a shadowy figure, there lay the seeds of a new beginning.